So, good evening, viewers. This is my second podcast, and I'm lucky enough to get Mr. Paneesh Rao, an old colleague, friend, and mentor, whom I'm meeting after almost 20 long years. Welcome to podcast of spiritual manager, Dr. Rao. I will still call you Dr. Rao because that was your name given by your old friend. So, welcome to Delhi. And welcome to Spiritual Managers Podcast, Dr. Rao. How are you doing?
Thank you so much, Spiritual Manager. It's a wonder and it's very karmic. Good evening, everybody. So I'm delighted to be with Ravi Singh. Maybe after 25 years, I've lost count and track of how many years since we physically met. But definitely, it's a spiritual calling that I'm here today in person to meet the spiritual manager. And I wish the time that we spend today will be enormously beautiful and looking forward to this podcast.
Thank you, Dr. Rao. Thank you. So, Dr. Rao, we have known each other for 25 plus years now. These years are as long as my total experiences. And today you are a successful man, from a hotelier to a consultant and now CEO and managing director of the Rainmakers. So tell me something. How did this journey start, and what is that took you from working for somebody else to having your own business and being a CEO and managing director?
Thank you. That was a very thought-provoking question, Ravi. My formative years, I was born to a family which was in the service industry, and nobody even thought, or even I didn't think that I'll be doing something by myself. But I was inspired by people around me, especially a neighbor who was a businessman. He's still my, spiritual guru and also a mentor. So he was doing good business. When I say good business, it's not the profits. It's the kind of goodwill that he earned from everybody.
Absolutely.
So that inspired me.
Absolutely.
And the formative years of being in the hospitality industry was a tremendous push. I feel I'm so grateful, the gratitude to all the hotels that I work for and all the people I met during the journey.
Right.
That has made Rainmakers what it is today. And when we started Rainmakers workspace, it was not a workspace. It is a place where karma yogis actually sit and work.
Amazing.
Right?
Amazing.
It's the water that we serve on the table, on the workstation. Every sip that they have makes them do a whole lot of good things in life.
Amazing.
Right? And then I truly believe they say this work is worship, right? So today I think the world is transcending. You also have to worship to work.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Don't you feel so? It's nice,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely. Yeah. So recently I posted a reel, and they said, if work is worship, your workplace is a temple.
Absolutely.
Okay? If work is worship, your workplace is a temple. The process of working that you do is actually a praying process. It's a very defined, very pure process that you do. Whether you're managing your colleagues or you're talking to your boss, it has all those elements of spirituality into it. Dr. Rao, we have worked together, and I still recall those days when we used to get our tiffin boxes. Somebody who was not married used to call tiffin from outside, fruit from outside, and we used to sit together and share things. Today, when I think in the good old days, do you think that what we used to do has something to do with spirituality?
Absolutely. So every grain that we used to share, it's again a karmic connection.
Right.
Maybe my mother would have prepared, or when we got married, our wives would have prepared, correct? But then it was written that we share the meal together.
Absolutely.
The moments together, and then the joy that we get out of having that small meal. Remember what all we used to talk, everything under the sun.
Absolutely.
And so many people we were all laughing. That's more important,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, today when you go back to those old days, since we are a little more mature now, and you think you used to actually utterly talk nonsense.
Absolutely.
You used to talk anything and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
But what was important was the fun and the laughter.
Exactly.
And this is possibly what, again, I would say, has some spirituality connect out there.
And good, clean fun.
Absolutely, absolutely. Uh, our secretary Nancy, she's still in touch with me.
So nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. She's on Facebook, and I keep seeing how her kids are growing, and
Very good.
so the connect that we had done there, still the bond is there, whether we are in touch or not.
Absolutely.
And I feel that is what spirituality at workplace is. So, Dr. Rao, do you guys currently follow any kind of practices at Rainmakers, which has some kind of connect with spirituality or spirituality at workplace? Let me put it across that way.
Sure. So there are some small little things that we do in Rainmaker's workspace. The name itself, if you notice, what is a rainmaker? In the Western Hemisphere, rainmaker is someone who brings wealth, whether it's into your family or into your company. He or she is recognized as a rainmaker.
Right.
Even in our culture, rain plays a very important role.
It does.
Because of rain, the farmers really enjoy the crops that they grow, and that's what comes to our food on the plate, right? So likewise, we have been rainmakers for small young companies. The average age of nowadays startups are even 17, 18 if you look at it.
Yes,
right?
yes.
And then it's a pure joy to look at all the young people who walk into our office.
Indeed.
And people like me, who are I'm now 50, right? So a lot of people who do a second innings. They work for a long time. They put together a concept or an idea, and then they come out with a business plan, and then they take up space with us. So we are industry agnostic. So that means when they come there, they look for collaborations, they look for joy, they look for happiness. It's just not work. So that's where the hospitality bit comes in. Right? We say that whoever comes into our house, we treat them with dignity and respect.
Absolutely.
That's what we
Atithi
do.
Devo Bhava.
Exactly. The same concept we follow in even now in Rainmakers.
Right.
And that's good enough, because when you treat them well and then they feel treated well, right, that's where commerce happens.
Absolutely. I recall this. You remember Marriott, and Marriott was the people first company.
Exactly.
And to date, wherever I go, I try and create that culture. And now today I understand as to why people first company. That if your employees are not happy, they will guess.
So you remember that tagline, when you're comfortable, you can do anything.
Absolutely.
I keep talking about it to all my colleagues back in the office.
Right.
And even to my clients, it's like so well ingrained in me, saying that when you're comfortable, you can do anything.
Absolutely.
It's true.
Dr. Rao, spirituality is understood. What do you think? Do you think religion and spirituality, it has got anything to do with it?
Yeah, so I'll just give you a small example. We are all initiated religiously, yes, right from our birth. People tell us to pray. People tell us to do puja. People tell us to follow a certain method of doing a puja or praying. Right? That we learn right from our childhood because our elders teach us. Spirituality is something that you get initiated by a different force altogether. It's present everywhere, right? I don't say it's God, but then it's manifestation. Today in this world, when you feel that you need something, it's not about praying to God and say, please get me this or give me this. It's about how you propagate and then how you manifest and how you ask the forces. And with that true heart, it comes to you. It's so fast. The world is like going in different directions in different speed. And when you slow down and then say, look, I manifest and I'm asking for this, it comes your way. And I believe that, for example, my mother used to tell me every Friday go to the Durga Devi temple. And when I was a kid, I used to say, "Hey, come on, mom, it's okay. Any temple is good." It's not that. I just go to a very small temple near my house on Fridays, and believe me, how much energy and power I get when I come out.
Right.
I'm not being religious here. It's my way of energizing and sort of changing myself for the better.
So let me add a little bit here. I have a small ashram in Rishikesh, ladies and gentlemen, and Swami Vikas is a very dear friend. He happens to be from Haryana. In the first meeting, I asked him as to what is Bhagwan, and I was shocked and taken aback. He said, Bhagwan is nothing. Bha se bhumi, which is earth. Ga se gagan, which is sky. A se agni, which is fire. A se akash, which is again space. Or na se neer.
Wow.
So the 5 elements is caught.
Wow.
And that particular day possibly changed my entire perspective of God. So the 5 elements of the nature is God. That is what you are made of. That is what everything is made of. Whether it is a tree, an animal, and that is where that one single cord of connect is there. A dog understands a dog lover, comes to you, starts licking you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
A cow, will be scared of certain people, but with certain people, they're absolutely close by. I mean, you go to them, they don't do any harm to you. With this comes my possibly the last question, Dr. Rao. It is said that every human being has God inside him, and possibly now you must be able to connect as to what we are talking about, because everybody is made of that 5 element. Every human being, everybody. Why do you think today that people are turning away from spirituality, or I would say turning away from religion? Do you think is there a Western force behind it, or is there, how do I put it across? Let's say I personally feel that people are actually moving away from spirituality. People are actually moving away from themselves. There are generations which is going through stress and mental trauma and so many other problems. What do you think is the key reason behind it?
Yeah, true that. I think what you say is absolutely correct. And I sometimes feel that all of us are caught up in this web, and we are going against the flow of water. So when you do that, obviously the nature pushes you back. I think if you go with the natural flow, things will be better. We see children watching a lot of TV, phone. They're always in a digital world. The blue light corrupting their mind. So I think the nature is very important. I think you should be one with the nature. And I feel all of us should give time to ourselves, to our family, to our children, to our parents, and our friends. Work, making money is all a natural phenomenon because we need that. But otherwise, you should slow down. I feel slowing down sometimes gives you more energy, it gives you more push, it gives you more kick than any substance that you can take in. So for people who get into a imbalance as far as the other things are concerned, I think more than taking medicines or taking drugs or any other substance, I think they just need to slow down.
By slowing down, if I'm not mistaken, are you talking about that, turning away from the outwardly world and turning inside?
Exactly.
Okay.
You retrospect, you sit, think, like how we discussed what we were doing in the past, maybe about 25 years back. You go back, right? You start thinking about that day, not today, right? And then if you're in the present, you don't think about the future. So I think we have to be mindful. That's the most important thing.
Mindful. That's the right word.
Yeah.
That's the right word.
And Ravi, none of us apply common sense today.
Common sense is very uncommon these days.
Exactly. I mean, we just take things for granted. We don't apply it on a regular, day-to-day, living. So if we do that, I think half the things will be resolved automatically. This is my own saying, actually.
I said this was my last question, but then when you have said this, the kids and the blue light and how it is corrupting them, you are a matured person and you have two little girl childs. Generally, what actions do you do to ensure that they do not turn more outwardly and they are turned inwardly? And why I'm asking you this question is because today's generation is logical. You ask them to do something, they will ask you to give a reason behind it, and only then they will follow. But once you have given them the reason, they do follow. So give me some experiences if you have come across with your kids when they have asked you to.
Between my elder daughter and my youngest one, there's a huge age gap. The elder one is not a Gen Z. The younger one is a Gen Z,
Wow.
right? So even the language they speak is so different today, actually. So what we do at home is we allow them to do what all the other kids are doing. It's a
Right.
natural process. But we slowly initiate them to, for example, the younger one, she's learning Bhagavad Gita. She chants the Vedas.
Wow.
And at the same time, she can sing a Dua Lipa song, or she can converse like an adult, right? So the kids today are very rapid. It's not fast. It's like aggressive and rapid. The elder one, she has her own way. Since she's not a Gen Z, she's
Right.
more calm and composed, right? That's the difference, But what I feel is we should not compel the kids to do what we want them to do,
Right.
unlike our past. But then if we are friendly with them, we tell them to do it in a better way, they understand and they do it. And they are more pragmatic. They are more spiritual, to be very honest with you. They may not go to the puja room and pray every day. They're not religious. But then I feel they are spiritual.
Absolutely, Dr. Rao. I think you just nailed it. Religion has got nothing to do with spirituality. Today morning I was looking at Sri Sri's one reel, and the same question was asked to Sri Sri as to what's the difference between religion and spirituality. And very beautifully Sri Sri said, with a smiling, as usual, just he smiles, he said, let's assume a banana, and if religion is the peel, the actual banana is spirituality.
Wow.
And that's what the core essence of every religion is. That's what every human being on this earth is seeking for, is mental peace, silence, happiness. But unfortunately, they are searching it in the outer world. They are searching the peace in a big car. They are searching a peace in a big house. The fact is, it actually does not require anything. It just requires a switch of mind. As you rightly said, if you are mindful and if you can live in your present, if you can really, really follow your breath,
Exactly.
that is what meditation is, that is what spirituality is. And if you follow this, I feel everything and anything is possible to achieve.
Absolutely.
With this, we will wrap this up. Dr. Rao, thank you so very much for joining us. So, viewers, this was Dr. Rao, and in my early days, I really used to look up to him. In school meetings, Dr. Rao used to be like the man, very formal, and possibly I acquired certain element of him. And that is what leadership is all about today. Dr. Rao, you're a true leader. We didn't have to ask me, we work for different companies, but there are certain thought processes, certain values that I carried from you. Thank you so very much for your time. Brilliant.
Thank you, Ravi.
Thank you.
And thank you, Spiritual Manager,
Thank
for
you.
inviting me today. And it's a pleasure to meet you after a long time.
Brilliant.
And I'm also glad that you're doing such a big difference, what you're doing to the world. I mean it from my heart, and I wish you all the best. Thank you, viewers.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.